everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven Maureen and today is the day. I have been teasing about this business venture for months, at least 2 videos, right? And so today I am so excited to say that I am finally launching my pattern weights and they are on sale right now. I cannot tell you how excited I am to just kind of let this out into the world. I have been working tirelessly to get the reels together, the shorts, the TikToks, Etsy, everything together for this specific moment. And I am just extremely proud of myself. I am tired, but it is a good tired. Let's talk about how I got into epoxy resin. Like, I kind of just fell into it last year when I got married. There were a bunch of people that were saying like, you need to preserve your bouquet. And so in that effort to preserve the bouquet, I started looking up epoxy resin videos. I started buying molds. I even bought like the little crystals to like preserve the petals of the bouquet. Like, I went all in. Like, it was another hobby for a hot second, right? And so I started like noticing that like these are pretty like weighted objects. And I realized that they would be good as pattern weights. And so when I realized that they would be good for pattern weights, I started kind of like toying with this idea, like I can make these into pattern weights. And I started using them, experimenting to see if it would actually work on my own projects and whatnot. So I came up with a couple of designs. These designs are not going to be the only designs. I'm going to evolve. I already have other ideas, but I just wanted to work within my bandwidth, right? And I have to be honest with you, the reason why this project has taken so long, it's not because I was lacking creativity. It was really because I kept falling in and out of discouragement, and I would use excuses like work or travel or life to just kind of say, oh, you know what? I can't do it right now because I've got this going on. And honestly, there's no better time than this to really get into it. And I just felt like I really needed to get out of my own way and just rip the band-aid off and do it. And I was like reflecting earlier today about how I used to be really fearless in like my creativity, right? Like I just would go for it. And I'm not in that vein anymore. Like, I'm extremely cautious about some of the decisions that I make business-wise and creatively. And so I really want to get back to that girl. So that's just a little backstory about why this has taken so long to happen. So let's talk about epoxy resin. If you're not familiar with epoxy resin, there are thousands of videos on every single platform about making epoxy resin dominoes and all sorts of things, and including preserving your own bouquet. And so there is a layering process, there is a drying process. And to be completely honest with you, I don't even do my epoxy in this room. Like, I do it in a totally separate bedroom that we have that no one has access to. And it's like a controlled climate. I don't have like bright studio lights. Like, it's like I've got fans and just everything because it is a process. So these pattern weights take maybe like roughly 3 to 4 days to actually complete. And the best thing is that each one is uniquely yours. Like, because I am hand making them in my other studio, I guess you could call it, they are pretty much individual to each other, right? So let's talk about the specs of these pattern weights. I've got some right here. These are the gold leaf ones, which are a personal favorite of mine. So they've got these really pretty like hangers in the middle because I thought that would be cute, you know, pattern weights for garment sewing. And so these are almost 4-inch wide, like in circumference, and almost 1 inch thick. It's like 7/8 of an inch thick, right? And then they weigh about 6 ounces. Like, I have a kitchen scale and I was like, yeah. So in using these, your fabric and your pattern not going anywhere. One thing that I do want to add about these pattern weights, because they are a little bit bigger and they do have a little bit of weight to them, you can use them on larger projects. So if you've got like a really big circle skirt or just, you know, a sweeping pattern piece that, you know, takes up your entire floor, these are actually really great pattern weights for that. Right now, you can get them for a set of 3 or a set of 6. And if you're interested in buying more than that, definitely reach out to me through Etsy. Right now, I am only selling them through Etsy just because I want to be able to manage the inventory. I understand that YouTube, they have their own shop, and TikTok has its own shop, and so does Instagram and Facebook. And eventually I would love to venture out to all of those, but I want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it with the inventory. I don't want to oversell and run out of supplies or anything like that. I definitely want to be honest and be able to deliver a quality project to each and every single one of you. And in the future, I do plan to launch other designs, but for now, like I said earlier, I'm working within my bandwidth. So let's talk about Etsy. If you go on my Etsy shop, you probably will notice like reviews from when I used to make bags and things like that. I actually never deleted my old Etsy shop. I just put it on perpetual vacation. So what I did was I cranked that thing back up today and I pretty much loaded up all of those pictures, and Etsy has changed quite a bit. Selling online has changed quite a bit. There's video now. It used to just be like picture, and so, you know, there was that aspect, but things are also easier in a lot of ways where a lot of it is transferable. You can copy and paste. And I think that I'm also in a headspace where the words and the titles and just things are coming more naturally for me. So that's good too. So here's how you can support my brand new business. I am linking my Etsy shop down below in the description box, and I will be doing that going forward in all of my videos, just in case you can't find the link one day. And you can also find the link on all of my other channels, that is Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all of that. If you have any questions about my new business, go ahead and put those questions in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer what I can. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You can find me right here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Raven Maureen. I will see you next time. Bye.